Okay, take two. So, today, going to be talking about gig reviews. So this is the genres one. This is, I don't know what our band was called. The Funky Five or something. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Funky Six. We got Jody over here. Oh, you can't see that, but Jody's over there somewhere. I've got this handsome devil here. That's me. We have Charlie, Hayden at the back there, Amy and Annie. So yeah, I'll be watching the video, stopping it at points where I can talk about something, and then at the end I'll give an overall review on points that I think need talking about. But anyways, I'll get into the video. So as again, I'm on bass. This is a recording of Jackson 5. I Want You Back. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the timing is a little bit off. I'll be real. This was actually a hard song, and it also doesn't help. On the preparation for this, our guitarist Charlie was in 2 bands, and Charlie's more of a metalhead, likes his distortion and his game. So he was putting a bit more effort into the band that was doing what genre was it? They were doing pop punk. So he was focused on that more. So we didn't really see much of him. So that old set, that went wrong. He needed to put equal effort into both bands, because even if you don't like a certain genre, in the music industry, you're not always going to get what you want, and it's tough. You just have to deal with it. So yeah, we wasn't as prepared as we could have been. So Annie's vocals coming off strong. Really, single Jackson felt well. Michael Jackson, young Michael Jackson. Yeah, high pitch vocals. I'll be honest, and Annie pulled it off quite well. Timing there was kind of off. We didn't go into it as smoothly as we could have done. I'll say it would have been Hayden's fault. At this time, I hate to say it, Hayden wasn't the best drummer in the class. Now though, because obviously Mayfly's just passed, did amazing. He's improved a lot, but here he wasn't too strong, and he did like miss a beat here and there, which did throw us off, because I always think it goes drums, bass, guitar, and then vocals. So if drums fall, bass falls. If bass falls, guitars fall, and everything else falls. So yeah, it was a bit weak in this gig, but we'll carry on watching. Amy coming in with the vocals, smooth, nice and smooth. The other thing I've noticed as well, I noticed it at the start, I just don't know why I haven't spoken about it. I've added in a lot of notes. Like, I've dragged on notes, or like hit notes more than 2 times on purpose, because I actually don't know. But it doesn't sound good now that I listen back to it. It sounds awful. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can. Okay, this is where... Okay, right. Okay, so I have a little bass solo, whatever. Smooth transition back in. I'm sorry, that was clean. I have to say that was clean. Good on us. We really did focus on getting that tight. And then song's over. But yeah, in conclusion, I think, because we had Funk and Soul. Funk, oh my god, it is hard. It is like, because as the name says, it's funky. You know, it's strange. It's weird timings, not like generic structures. But yeah, now let me just pull up my points for me to talk about. So, give me a moment. It's Pink Ribbon. What went well? I think what went well was, for having such a hard genre compared to the other bands in our class, we worked well to actually make it sound alright. It sounded good. It sounded giggable. It could have sounded better though. Like if we got it properly down tight, like, because we cut off the end because the structure changed and we just couldn't get it down in time. So that would have been better if we could have done that. My contribution, I was on bass. I hate saying it because it makes me sound big of myself, but I probably had one of the hardest roles for that song in particular. The bass line was wacky. It was all over the place, but it sounded so good. But we improved a lot because the first one, I already knew the bass line before we actually got given the song to do, and I thought it sounded fine. But ever since actually looking into it and learning it every day and practicing it, I was realised, wow, it's a lot harder than I actually came across to me as. So I got that down well. Charlie, he did alright. He only had, I think, 2 chords. Guitar in funk is lacking here and there. It can be like exceptional. Amy and Annie really complemented each other. Sounded really good. And Hayden was probably our weakest member, but he really did. But from the start of the rehearsal, like from rehearsals to the actual gig, pulled it off amazingly. He did so much better. So I believe we all worked well together. We was good with time management. Like we was all in. We was all rehearsing. The only the weakest member for time management was Charlie, because he did put a lot more effort into the other band compared to ours. So I feel like if we'd had Charlie a bit more there to help us with the structure, we probably would have been better off. But anyways, I'll leave that as that, and I'll move on to the next gig review.